Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Romanorum, and that's Helaxar. You've probably seen him in a lot of my videos. You probably don't like him, but we've been friends since kindergarten. And we do have our disagreements, but we are intellectuals. And our disagreements are just something that we fight about in the car. So, we're good. So we went to a drumming thing today at the beach. And we drove all the way to Long Beach, and we got lost for a good hour. It was kind of sad. And we eventually found the place, which turned out to be right off of the exit. And we drove about 45 minutes down that same street and decided, well, maybe we should turn the other direction. But anyway, we went to the drum meet, and it was really nice there. My first thoughts were like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? They're a bunch of hippies or something like that. It was really embarrassing, because it just was. Don't question me.
They were wearing gypsy outfits.
They were wearing gypsy outfits.
And had hula hoops.
And had hula hoops, and they're using tambourine things like and the drums all seem to be African-style drums. I don't know what they're called, like djembe or djembe or djam bom ba dom bom bom. No, that's not a didgeridoo. That's Australian. But they look like this. I don't know if you can see. I got it to work earlier, but now it's probably not going to work because it's being angry. But
yeah, this is my cam, which is much
worse
than Romanorum's cam.
Work. Okay. Hey, see? All right. Those are the drums that they had, and that was one of the guys playing it. And those are like the two Congo type drums. Those are like the other drums that they had, and they were just using those like a hand drum. And you're gonna trip me.
Well, get your big moccasins out of my way.
These are good moccasins. Look at these moccasins.
Thanks. I don't need to see your foot.
You see these moccasins? These are Pueblo Navajo style moccasins. They're
very nice moccasins.
They're very, very nice moccasins. I got a belt buckle too, you see?
Well, this is going to be interesting.
Well, anyway, we're only 2 minutes into the video. We have a lot of time to do stuff. So, I was like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? They're dressed up as gypsies, and they all have these certain type of drums, and I was like, well, they had one Irish drum there, which was kind of cool, you know. Let's see, I'm looking at my notes. There was one man dressed in a traditional African regalia, and when he was playing the drums, he had rattles attached to his wrists right here, so he'd go like when he's hitting the drum. It sounded really cool. And I couldn't really find a commonality amongst these people. They weren't really like trying to be a certain specific culture. They just all had, they all went there just to drum. Simply to drum. They were having a good time. There were people dancing, not caring about how they dance, what they look like when they were dancing. They were just there to have fun. And there was one guy who was playing a freaking cowbell. That was cool. And they were drawing on the floor and hula hooping as well.
One of the things on the floor said Viva Ecuador, but
Speak up.
Huh?
Speak up.
I'm not going to speak up.
They're all playing separate rhythms, however the hell they felt like playing. And it actually sounded really good together.
Really nice.
I found when I was actually drumming there that I'd kind of listen to what they were doing and kind of drum appropriately. And we were the only two who had Native American style drums there. So
yeah. It was just us with the Native American style drums, and then mostly the African style drums, and the one woman with the Irish drum.
Yeah, Irish string drum.
The maracas and
little.
Someone was playing a bow.
Yeah, they were playing a bow. They had these like bow things, like looked like bow and arrows, and they had like this coconut thing at the end. I don't know what it was. I don't even know how you play it.
It was some sort of wire that they were hitting.
That didn't sound like
it. It wasn't a banjo.
I know it wasn't a banjo. I'm trying to be funny and I'm failing at it. There was a really good vibe there. Those people weren't there to judge. They weren't there to, you're stealing our culture and blah, blah, blah. But they were just there to simply have non-judgmental, pure fun.
Yeah, my first reaction was, why are they drumming? But in the end, it just didn't really matter why. They were just doing it for fun, and there was no real cultural reason, I guess.
And then the New Agers came, and I was thinking, oh no, uh-oh. But I was actually surprised because these New Agers, they weren't trying to take any sacred ceremonies, and that's a big thing for my channel, is people taking ceremonies and trying to claim it as their own.
Big reason why no one likes me, but
yeah, big reason why nobody likes him. But they weren't trying to take ceremonies. They weren't even trying to be a specific culture. They'd bring their own culture, but other people wouldn't try to imitate that. They'd just bring whatever they have to bring. They'll accept each other for it, and they'll just drum and have a good time, regardless of how they look, how silly they look. Because some people did look really silly when they were dancing.
Yeah, the old guy.
And there was one guy who was dancing. He looked like one of my friends, Ruby Naziani, but he was dancing there, and he had these like Native. Well, they weren't Native American, but you know how they have their ankle bells and such when they dance. He had those around. He was dancing in a Native American style. Well, it looks similar to Native American, but I highly doubt he was trying to imitate it, because I don't think he had really any idea how Native Americans dance. I just think that was the natural way he moved. And I found that kind of interesting, that it was so natural for him to dance that way when he heard the beat of the drum. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I thought that was a good thing to note. And it drew a really big crowd, and the crowd of people, even though they didn't know them, regardless of how silly they looked, they connected with it, because I think the drum is like a universal language that all people had. And they liked it. They had fun. They were smiling. Strangers would jump right into the circle and start dancing with them, regardless of how they looked.
There were some people there that reminded me of my father, which, like, people wearing like shirts that have bar names on them and stuff that I thought would think, well, these new age hippie people, but they were standing there enjoying it, and there was no disagreement or no one saying, well, this is stupid, and there was old people.
Yeah, you had like old, young, rednecks. You had some ghetto people coming in. They're dancing ghetto dance and stuff like that, and nobody really cared. They weren't out to judge. They were just there to have fun. I thought that was really cool. It kind of shattered my my stereotype of New Agers, that all of them try to be spiritual in a way that steals other ceremonies and such. These people weren't doing any ceremonies. They were just going there and having fun. So that was really nice for me to see. And if it wasn't so far, I'd probably go back a lot more, because it was really fun. But it did get repetitive after a while, because they drummed a lot.
Yeah. Half an hour at a time.
Half an hour, 45 minutes at a time, just sitting there. And it was pretty cool, though. I liked it. I had fun. And we have like a minute left.
We have 2 minutes left.
Okay, 2 minutes left. I just liked, my main point was I liked that these New Agers weren't trying to steal a culture. They were just bringing what they have, what is unique to them. They were just there to have fun and not judgmental. They weren't even doing any ceremonies of any kind. Like, they were just there to have fun, non-judgmental fun, to build up a community and to strengthen the power within the community that was already there at the beach, because they certainly did that with strangers jumping into the circle and dancing. The experience was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Usually I don't go for those sort of things, but it was just sit there and bang on a drum and have fun. No money, nothing.
Yeah, no money was involved. They just went down to the beach and started playing. And there's these guys on rollerblades that were out there dancing too, and they were rollerblading, and they saw the drum circle, and they just kind of stopped, and they started dancing on their rollerblades and stuff. It was really cool. He was moving around like, oh man, I went off the camera, and I am not gonna dance on YouTube. Sorry.
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
please.
never. I think that's it. It was awesome. You can turn it off whenever you want.
Okay,
YouTube.
Goodbye. I don't know how to turn this off.
It's that one.